Irène Frachon was not an activist, nor a campaigner. She was not a public figure, nor a woman seeking recognition or power. Just a doctor, a pulmonologist at Brest University Hospital, passionate about her patients and her family. Her daily life was filled with consultations, listening, simple gestures, and sincere attention. Her life was ordinary, punctuated by medical routine, far from the spotlight. She divided her days between the hospital and her home, finding comfort in normality. Nothing destined her to become the face of a health scandal. She had never imagined that her name would one day be known to all. Her only goal was to understand why her patients were falling ill and to treat them. For her, every patient mattered. Every story was unique. It was this professional ethic that propelled her, despite herself, into the heart of a storm. She never sought to defy the system, but she could not look away. Heroes don't always wear capes. They often move in the shadows, driven by their conscience and humanity. Sometimes it's a white coat, a symbol of dedication, responsibility, and discreet courage. Irène Frachon never sought the limelight. She preferred discretion, a job well done, away from the public eye. She just wanted answers, to understand, to better protect those who trusted her. Her determination stemmed from an inflexible professional conscience, refusing to accept the unacceptable. She chose to listen to her inner voice, even when everything seemed to oppose it. She believed in a system designed to protect the sick, a trust that would soon be shaken. But she never stopped hoping it could change. Faced with the extraordinary, she drew on unsuspected resources, confronting fear, doubt, isolation. She held firm, even when all seemed lost. But her loyalty to her patients and the truth was stronger than anything. It was this quiet strength that guided her, step by step, towards the light. Irène Frachon transformed her anxiety into a driving force for action, becoming the heroine of a story she never wanted. Her ordinary courage changed the destiny of thousands of lives. In the mid-2000s, Irène Frachon, a pulmonologist in Brest, began to notice strange cases in her department, situations that deeply troubled her. Several of her patients, often middle-aged women, were developing rare, sometimes fatal heart conditions without presenting the usual risk factors like smoking or hypertension. Intrigued, she looked for the common thread among these patients. One name kept appearing in their medical records: Mediator. This drug, officially prescribed to overweight diabetics, was in reality widely used as an appetite suppressant, far beyond its initial target. The unexplained cases accumulated, the files piled up, and doubt settled in Irène Frachon's mind. Refusing to believe it was a simple coincidence or fate, she decided to seek the cause of these unusual pathologies. Her intuition pushed her to dig deeper. Could Mediator, similar to a molecule already withdrawn from the market due to its danger, be responsible for these silent tragedies? The idea was terrifying. A popular drug prescribed to thousands of people could actually be acting as a slow, insidious poison. If this hypothesis proved true, it would imply the complicity of a large pharmaceutical laboratory and the failure of health authorities who are supposed to protect patients. It was still just an intuition, a premonition, but Irène Frachon could no longer ignore it. She felt she had a thread that absolutely had to be pulled. For her, the health and lives of her patients came first, long before economic or administrative interests. She then decided to investigate, no matter the cost, even if it meant disturbing, even if it meant encountering incomprehension or indifference. Her investigation began where many would have given up, in solitude and doubt, but with unwavering determination. She transformed a simple observation into a true working hypothesis, ready to confront the unknown. The fate of her patients depended on it, and Irène Frachon was ready to do anything to discover the truth, even if it meant standing alone against a powerful system. The investigation begins. In the shadows of hospital corridors, a haunting question arises. What if a medication, prescribed for years, was actually dangerous? Irène Frachon, a pulmonologist at Brest University Hospital, must scientifically prove the link between Mediator and heart disease. She knows that the slightest error could derail everything. With a small dedicated team, she analyzes hundreds of files, compares, cross-references, and looks for patterns. Each file represents a life, each anomaly a potential clue. It's an exhausting task, carried out in addition to her daily consultations. Nights are short, doubts are many, but her determination does not waver. Her perseverance is unwavering. Despite the fatigue, she presses on, driven by the conviction that action must be taken. She refines her methods, bounces back after every obstacle, and sharpens her analyses to leave nothing to chance. The initial results are alarming. The risk of valvulopathy is much higher in patients taking mediator. The numbers speak for themselves. The reality is undeniable. Armed with this evidence, she alerts the health authorities, hoping for a swift and decisive reaction. She expects a quick response, but the wait drags on, each minute seeming heavier than the last. But administrative inertia thwarts her. Answers are slow, procedures get bogged down, and the medical urgency clashes with institutional sluggishness. Doubt sets in. Is she right? Is she wrong? Isolation is felt, but she refuses to give up. To challenge such a widely prescribed drug means defying an entire system, confronting powerful interests and deeply ingrained habits. The pressure is immense, but she continues. Every step is an act of courage. She confronts her own fears, accepts uncertainty as part of the journey, and draws on her convictions to move forward. Irène Frachon doesn't give up. Her determination inspires her team and restores hope to her patients. Her battle becomes as internal as it is external. She fights against doubt, fear, but also for the truth. She moves forward, even in doubt, driven by the certainty that every effort counts. For her, every patient matters. It is for them that she fights, against all odds. The authorities and the Servier laboratory put up a wall of silence and denial. Irene's warnings are downplayed, her studies criticized. She's called a provincial doctor, her credibility attacked. Isolation sets in, her colleagues distance themselves. The intimidation becomes direct, counter-studies, pressure on her superiors, attempts to silence her. She's accused of seeking notoriety, marginalized. Fear for her career, her reputation, her family becomes a daily reality. But silence is unbearable to her. Seeing patients continue to take mediator pushes her to act. She transforms pressure into a driving force. If the system won't listen, she'll find another way. She reframes the attacks. They prove she's hitting the mark. Irène refuses to be a victim. She remains an active participant in her fight. Her resilience becomes an example. She moves forward, alone but determined. Faced with inertia, Irène Frachon changes her strategy. She writes a book. In it, she exposes her investigation, names the poison, and those who cover it up. Writing is a battle. It's necessary to make science accessible, to weigh every word. Mediator, 150 mg, how many deaths, is released in 2010. Just before publication, Servier sues to have the subtitle removed. The court rules in favor of the laboratory, but the effect is the opposite. The censorship attracts media attention. The book becomes a bestseller. The story of the censorship becomes a national topic. Irène Frachon transforms the obstacle into a springboard. Her belief in the truth attracts the attention that was needed. The public finally discovers Mediator and the face of the woman who dared to speak out. The book is an alarm cry, a call for help. It breaks the omerta. The bomb is primed. The scandal can no longer be ignored. As the book and media attention grew, the Mediator scandal exploded. What was once hidden became a national issue. Victims came forward, and families finally understood. The system, under immense pressure, had to react. The Minister of Health launched investigations, and IGAS, the General Inspectorate of Social Affairs, was brought in. The wall of silence crumbled, and internal documents were revealed. The mediator was found to have caused at least 500 deaths, and likely more. For Irène Frachon, it was a bitter validation. She was no longer alone. Associations, lawyers, and journalists joined her cause. The individual fight became a collective one. She remained at the center, supporting victims and maintaining the pressure. The scandal exposed the dark side of the healthcare system. Conflicts of interest, lobbying, and control failures. Irène Frachon forced society to face the truth. The mediator scandal profoundly transformed the French system. A major law, the Bertrand Law, reformed pharmacovigilance in 2011. AFSAPS was dissolved, replaced by ANSM with stricter rules. Experts must now publicly declare their ties to the industry. Patient associations gain power. Whistleblowers are protected. The goal: that a tragedy like the Mediator never happens again. The culture changes. Doctors and patients become more vigilant. The blind trust relationship gives way to dialogue. Irène Frachon's fight educated an entire nation. She transformed her outrage into positive reform. Her action created a safer system for everyone. Après la réforme, Irène Frachon ne retourne pas à l'anonymat. Elle choisit de rester active au sein des institutions de santé. Elle forme, conseille, participe à des commissions. Son objectif: pérenniser la culture de vigilance. Son héritage se mesure en inspiration, pas seulement en loi. Elle prouve qu'un individu peut faire plier un géant et réformer l'État. Son leadership est une leçon de transformation personnelle et collective. Elle n'a pas attendu qu'on lui donne le pouvoir, elle l'a pris. Aujourd'hui, son nom est synonyme de courage et d'intégrité. Elle rappelle que la première allégeance d'un soignant va au patient. Son histoire est étudiée, son exemple inspire. Irène Frachon's story is a modern fable about the power of the individual. It raises a question: what would we do in her place? Courage is not innate. It's a choice, every day. Speaking up when everyone else is silent, checking, questioning, that's true courage. If you believe you can change things, you will find the strength. Irène Frachon was not a hero, just an ordinary woman who made extraordinary choices. Her resilience, falling, getting back up, learning, persevering. Every attack made her stronger. Your power lies in that same ability to turn obstacles into opportunities. A single voice can break the silence. A single act of courage can inspire thousands of others. The world needs your commitment. Irène Frachon's story proves it. The next story could be yours. If this story has inspired you, share this video, learn more, and most importantly, take action for positive change. Together, we can make a difference.